Almighty God, you have blessed us with memory, reason, and skill. Help us to use them wisely in the service of our town government. We ask this in thy holy name. Amen. We'll salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Rick Hunter called me. He's home recuperating. I expect to see him back shortly, a few days. I would like a motion to approve the minutes of January 14th, as our regular monthly meeting. It was an organizational meeting for the year. It was fairly extensive.
I'll make a motion that we approve the January 14th minutes.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's also carried. I'd like a motion to approve the town clerk's monthly report.
I'll make a motion to approve the town clerk's monthly report.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Any questions, concerns? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's also carried. You have your JCO monthly outreach report, strictly for information. Certainly was a lot of activity on that sheet. I'm sure there always is between January and December meetings. Okay? So that's strictly for information. This earth science engineering, this is what I mentioned earlier, to design the booster station bypass on the Ridge Road. We have an estimate of $1,900. We need to approve that if we wish to do that work. And that's just for the engineering and design. I was informed today it was approximately $3,000 over and above that for parts and labor. We need to at least prove this portion.
This is to boost the pressure or to?
Pardon?
Eliminate the pump.
The booster pumps.
Put more pressure into the line. There was very little pressure on the Ridge Road, and so we had a booster pump station installed way back when they first put that line in. And now that we're hooked up to the town water
It's
system,
not necessary.
it doesn't appear to be necessary, no. And they're gonna confirm that. That's what they're talking about,
Right.
the pressure
Right.
way to the end.
Right.
And it would save us roughly $3,000 a year, roughly. I mean, because you don't have to heat the building, you don't have the electricity to run it, you don't
So-
have to do checkups.
So this will increase the pressure?
No, this will just eliminate the booster pump. And so, like, there's no booster pump to Route 11. The pressure from the water tanks provides enough pressure. And we're assuming it'll be the same way with the Ridge Road, that the pressure will go all the way to the end of the line. It won't need a boost because we have the 2 water towers, which we didn't have before. That's the
Yes.
change.
It's a long-term saving, that's what it is.
Well, yeah, it is. It's,
Okay, we look for every few bucks we can gain, okay?
yeah. So, should
So
we say?
I would like a motion to approve the design phase of this.
One more question.
Yes.
It comes with, this comes with great recommendation, right? Like this came, like this,
We've used this gentleman before, but this plan that he submitted has to be approved by the county health department. Okay, so
Yeah, that's where it's a little
that's the
trickier.
stickler. Okay, it's not like we can do it ourselves and submit a plan, it's gotta be engineered study.
Sure. And it was, where did it come from that this could, that this elimination could happen?
Well, we knew this when the system was first installed. They assumed the towers were high enough, it would create enough pressure to eliminate this. We probably should have done this a year or two ago, Brian, okay?
Yeah,
Okay,
no doubt.
no doubt in my mind, okay? And certainly, if they find out it's not enough pressure, but they do hydraulic, is that what they call it, testing? They know the elevation of the towers, and they know the size of the pipes and all that stuff, so they're saying that we do not need those pumps, and that's what this study's gonna do. If we can spend a total of $5,000-6,000 and save $2,000, $3,000 every year, we're way ahead of the game.
What is the status of the pressure on the Ridge Road now?
We, to my knowledge,
Yes.
the only time we've had pressure problems when they had to shut the system down or flushing.
Okay,
If they have to shut it down for any work,
right,
a leak, or anything like that, because I've gotten complaints at home in the evening, I got no pressure. Well, if you have no pressure on the Ridge Road, there's a reason. Either, and there's another thing, these booster pumps won't be there, so that'll eliminate one problem, so to speak. Okay, you've got natural pressure from the tank, you don't need these electric pumps pushing it up the hill.
Well, no, my question was, what, will this possibly increase the pressure because of the tanks? And if that is the case, I think we might anticipate another potential break like we had up at the end of the line.
Well, at the end of the line, we know why that broke, and it was nothing to do with the water pressure.
Okay.
When they dug it up, the village dug that up for us,
Right, right.
they found a stone. It worked its way up and cracked the pipe,
Okay.
if I'm correct, okay? Okay. Now, if there's too much pressure, there'll have to be pressure reducing valves. I do not believe I have not been alerted that's the
I
case,
don't think that's.
Okay.
okay? That's the last thing we wanna do is start, and that pipe is not an old pipe. It's, 80s, 90s, I believe.
Yeah.
Now, if that pipe was 50, 75, or 100 years old, I'd say you probably got a good question. That's what's happening in the village with the older pipes, I believe.
Those pipes in the village, I think were put in the 90s.
In the 90s?
Yes,
They have some older ones than that in the village, I
they
think.
do, but the ones that are causing the major problems. At Main Street,
Yep.
Those are really not that old.
But they tell me even in the past 30 years, they use a different type of pipe.
Yep.
You know, that's supposed to be
Yeah.
stronger, better, longer life, I don't know.
Who puts it in has something to do with it
I
sometimes.
know this project will not go forward without the county health department's
Okay.
approval. Okay.
That's the next step after this.
So, any other questions? Art?
No, you need a motion.
I would like a motion to approve this, and I'm gonna ask for another motion afterwards, to approve a limit on the, labor and parts, if we go ahead with it. Because I don't wanna hold it up in a month if we don't need to. I hate to come back to you next month and say, well, we've been sitting on it for a month and we should have
Yeah.
did it. It's an inside job, I mean, we're doing it inside a building, so it can be done any time of the year, no matter what the weather is, okay? So if I could have a motion to approve this $1,900 to Earth Science Engineering for the design and phase of the project.
I'll make a motion to approve the designing phase for, for us to hire Earth Science Engineering. Did you want the amount? For
$1,900.
$1,900.
Yes, thank you.
Second,
Do we have a second?
second.
Thank you. Now, this comes out of the water project, or rather fund, I should say, okay? Not the EFC project, this is out of our water project money. I have a first and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Now, I've been told today, Sarah told me, they thought around $3,000 for parts and labor. I would like a motion to approve up to $3,500, if that would be okay, without coming back to the board. Said we wouldn't have to wait for another monthly meeting if we didn't have to. If that would be okay, it may not be that much, but it may be, okay?
I'll make the motion that we approve up to spending of $3,500 for parts and labor.
Okay, thank you,
I'll second that.
thank you. Any question on that one? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, that's also carried. This next letter from the New York State court system, that, the second page is the letter that we sent in. Do you remember at the end of the year, we look at the books and we have to document, I think probably Julie, did you have to send something in on that? Or
Yeah,
or Janice? You or Janice?
yeah, well, we usually both of us just send it over to him.
Okay, that hasn't been sent then.
Yeah, it's been sent already.
Okay, so this is strictly for information, that requirement has been satisfied with the court. Okay. Alan couldn't be here tonight, otherwise he would have been, but superintendent's update, all I can say is they're taking pretty good care of the roads.
Big storm we had.
Last Friday, I understand they worked from early morning to 9, 10 o'clock at night, and came back in on Saturday morning again, so they certainly got their overtime in.
Well, thank you for.
Justified, you know.
Yeah, well, thank you for, saying something. Our highway department works very hard making sure
Oh, they do.
and keep the roads clear and getting people if they need to get out, and it's always.
And quite often Alan's out on the road an hour or two ahead of the men to see what needs to be done. He knows the areas that are prone to wind, stuff like that, so. Okay, so that's strictly for information. I know of nothing on any of the reports.
I did want to mention, I went to the county health department and they have a new map out for the trails.
Hmm.
And when you open it first thing, it's got our trail there.
Our trail's on, eh?
Yes, which is nice, I mean, right off the bat when you open it, and it's a lot larger than it was last year. There's some last year maps out on the desk, brochure desk. But this was all done by the Clinton County Health Department and Champlain Area Trails, free of charge. So this is something we can pick up and give out. It's not perfect, but it does show where it is, and it shows other trails that bicyclists or joggers might want to use, or even the walkers.
Well, right now, I'm sure it's snow covered, so they can use it for cross-country skiing.
Snowshoeing.
Snowshoeing.
I heard that, I know people have been using ours for that recently.
Yeah, there's enough snow now.
Yeah.
I do have a map similar to this for Essex County, somewhere's in my office.
Yes, but the Clinton County Health Department is very helpful. And I got some information for you, Jason, too, that might help.
Wonderful.
And I'm sure they would appreciate any input that you might have on recreational opportunities.
This is a great selling point for our town. People should be well aware of the great things that we have here, not just for the, not for the outsiders, but obviously for the people that live here. A lot of great opportunities for, as you mentioned, recreation and the continuation of our parks and development's great, really good stuff.
This is Clinton County Health Department, they've been very good. And this little card they had tucked in there is if you did 5 trails and emailed them, they would send you a patch saying you've done it.
That's awesome.
So a little incentive for people to get out there.
Get out and see the great area and get some exercise at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we have to start with. I mean, that's what you're promoting, and hopefully next year we can have like the Bob Venn Park and the Perry's Mills Park, in there. They have like the Rouse's Point Fitness Trail. But there are other things too that we have that we can promote. But it was Clinton County Health Department, I can't tell you, they've been such a good resource. And Larry handed me another email about some more funding opportunities, so they're very, very helpful, and can't say enough about the Clinton County Health Department and what they've done to assist us.
Brian's been very helpful, and Sarah also, writing these grants and administrating the monies. We're very, very fortunate.
Brian, is there a way we could maybe get a few more copies of these to have them available here right in the town office, or?
Yes, I put last year's brochures, she had a few left over from last year, I put them out there. I do have some more here, but I didn't wanna mix them up, because it would
Sure.
probably confuse people. I probably have about 10 more.
Okay,
You know, if you want more, I
It's
can
nice
get them.
quality, man.
it is,
It's
it's,
nice quality.
it's well done.
Oh, yeah, Amanda Prentice, who I work with in the health department, and Karen DeRusha is also another person. They've just been fantastic, but if you need more, I'll give you some. It was just, I was trying to use up last year's first, especially this time of the year, you know, you don't have as many people using the trails, and, you know, you're limited. But,
Although
yes, we can get more.
I will let you know that, you know, I get to see people using the trail because I'm at school, and there are people religious almost every single day, and they're out skiing and they're out snowshoeing right now, and so we're very fortunate that we have this trail and people are using it year round. It really is great.
We are.
Yep.
I just
And
wanted.
the town hire crew is taking care of maintaining the trail for us. It's mowing the roadside and repairing the pavement when needed. We're very, very fortunate. It was a long time coming, but it's working well, let's put it that way, you know? Okay. You have your letter and your dog control officer's report for the month. I believe that we're on the desk here tonight. Please read those. That one you do not need. Julie, a pre-billing report, do you need that?
That's your planning board minutes.
Oh, yeah, excuse me, I've seen that somewhere. Planning board minutes, I had them here, I don't know. That's true, we do not need to approve those,
No.
those are strictly for information only. Okay? They're very helpful, please do read those, it lets you know what's going on around town. Okay? Okay,
Yeah, this needs to be approved.
yeah, pre-billing report, that's for the water bills.
Review.
This is EDU. Did we approve the water one last month? It must have. Yes. Okay, this is for the EDU report, pre-billing. Here's the plan for me. We try to stagger these so they're, EDU bills do not go out the same month as the water bills, but I guess in November, they do get them both at the same time for the end of the year. Okay,
So if I look at the last page, and look at that big number there, 50,000.
that's if everybody pays.
759 times 4 is
Yes.
what we would have to be approximately
Yes.
paying back to
Yes,
their loan. Okay.
yes, and that is very close to our payment,
Okay.
okay? As you well know, that we borrowed money until our re-levy came back out of the general fund,
Mhm.
and that has been repaid. The re-levy money came in. I think it was $34,000, I believe it was, I don't know if it was all water though. So that has been replaced. And that's gonna be an ongoing thing for many, many years. Okay? So I need a motion to approve pre-billing for the EDU accounts.
I'll make a motion, we approve the pre-billing report
This is actually for the first quarter,
for the first quarter,
I believe.
first quarter EDU payments.
Yep.
Is that right?
Do I have a second?
No, I'll second that.
Thank you. Any questions? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's also carried. That, need that. What do you have, Julie, for us?
The only thing is, they approved, Carl Shank as the chairman.
Yes.
And Bob Wesselholm as vice chair. So
On the
you-
planning board.
On the planning board, so you guys just have to approve them.
Okay, I would like a motion to approve Carl Shank, who's been with us I'd say 20 years or more, long time, as chairman of the planning board, and Rob Westinghouse as vice chair.
I'll make that motion.
They're both very dedicated two people that have been there with us for years, okay?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you,
I'll second that.
thank you. Any questions? Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Do you have any additional bills?
No.
Now, you got your pre-billing report, but you'll notice tonight, Sarah's got a different format of giving us the bills. She's on a new system, I can't totally explain to you, but she tells you it's much easier for her to keep track. So if you wanna take a couple minutes to go through that.
Could you explain, tell me, explain what I'm looking at here? It was the one that has the, well, this one.
Is this on the very top of the page? Does it say purchase order status report?
No, both of them say that.
This, the one with health insurance you're talking about?
Yes. Yes.
That's the
That's-
post audit, ain't it?
Yeah, it's post audit bills,
That's the
those,
post audit bills.
so we don't need
I
the full
don't
bills.
understand what a post-audit bill is.
In other words,
I'm on an accountant, so
they're the, we, the board, have given permission to our secretary and anybody to pay things like health insurance.
Okay.
You notice down further, the union dues, them are monthly.
And they're
Yes.
time sensitive.
Yes,
If they aren't paid right away, you're in trouble.
yes, it's okay. And like our insurance bills, our premiums, the very
health
top one
insurance
is,
is,
pardon?
there's 7 health insurance, that represents 7 people.
That's about what we got on the on the policy. There's, well, there's actually more than that. Well,
Yeah, there's nothing on here that it just.
okay,
red
Please, next
flags,
time
I
you-
just don't understand what
No,
I'm
no.
looking at.
next time you come in, please ask Sarah about that, she can explain that much
So
better.
so that leads me to my real concern, and that is it ever possible to get these before?
Do you
we sit
remember,
and Look at them.
at,
In other words.
She usually does it like, on the day of the meeting.
but at the organizational meeting, we approved, like postage and all that stuff.
Right, right,
Insurances and
right.
all that stuff for the year. In other words,
Okay.
she brings me a check and she said, well, this is the health insurance in a month. It's approved. It's a given.
We basically don't have a say in the matter with the post audit bills because they have to be paid.
Right.
You approve the budget, and these are budget line items, and we then at the organizational meeting approve the expenditure of said dollars for certain things that, it's just, this is a cost of doing business, right?
Now, the next page you got here, the next one,
The next one
is actually things that happen during the month.
Right.
For instance, you don't approve weekly payroll.
But is it, I guess it
You
was.
do at the beginning of the
directed to
year,
Sarah if I have-
before the year.
Yeah,
So if I came in here this afternoon, it probably could be run then?
Oh, yeah, she had them done early afternoon these.
All right,
Yeah, if you would've came in like 2 o'clock or so, she
all
would've.
right, okay.
And she's the one to ask,
Okay.
you know, if something's
I'll bring it
not
up when
clear.
everyone's here.
She said she'd be more than happy to.
The thicker set here you got,
Yep,
it's a different format than we used to, but it explains on each one
Yep.
what it was for and what account it comes out of. And I will not live old enough to understand all the accounts, because there's many of them, okay?
Sure.
But I can't explain it, but the new format for her keeping track of things is much easier, she feels, than she's ever had before, okay? And I think she does.
Well, just based on, I think from what we used to look at, this does look like it breaks it down.
Yes.
based on what it's for, where it's coming out of.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems to be, yeah. I can see this where it's maybe more user-friendly for her.
Yes.
She can be like, okay, that goes in this area, this goes, yeah, I get it.
And she can track every account and tell you what the balances are.
And she's got where it's coming out of, right,
Yeah.
she's got it all labeled and lettered, and she's got dates.
You know, and she also said this is, you know, the first time she's done it this way. If you're looking for different codes or
Right.
something else added or subtracted to it, that would help. But she does have the account it's coming from, which is a little different. I mean, we had it before and it's, you know, it's like
Okay,
whether it's highway contractual or down outside, you know, the code sewer, the different sewer districts and it's something else, but it's the same form, I mean, it's the same information we had.
It is, I see some things that were typical for the month, right?
Yeah.
Things that you just kinda see again and again,
Mhm.
And if this is better for her, then that's good, I mean.
Yeah, well,
well, she
she's
tells
got
me
a
it's a
new
push of a
system,
button,
they updated
once you get the
program.
system set up, you know?
They did Julie too.
I asked her a question, it doesn't take her long to give me an answer when it comes to
Not
financials.
yet.
Not yet, but they're going to be.
Yeah, not yet.
How's the new furnace working?
I have not heard any complaints. Nobody's walking around with their winter coats on yet.
That's good.
Although
You gotta-
this
you gotta-
past Sunday morning, everybody was walking with their coats on. Not here, but outside. Okay, so I need a motion to approve the monthly bills. If there's no questions.
I'll make a motion to approve the monthly bills.
I'll second that.
Any questions on any of them? If not, those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is carried. I just want some direction from the board on this letter of response that we promised somebody that we would give them. Should I just send it? Should I have a board resolution to send it, or how should we handle that?
Well, what's your recommendation? Do you want a resolution to?
Well, it would be nice if something in the record that a response was made. We got a request for something, and we responded, and the request was made a week or two after our last meeting. I just got this response today. I would like just something that the board approved the response, and okay to mail it. Is that a fair assumption?
I can make that motion if you want.
Okay.
If you need it phrased in a certain way, but I make a motion that we accept this letter that was in explanation as to the request that we received, as to why the EDU count is what it is, and,
Can we say after careful consideration,
yes,
our investigation into the facts, or something like that?
yeah, after careful consideration, our investigation into the facts, found that, here's our explanation as to what we found.
I don't know if you want a copy for your minutes or not, you can have that. Okay, so that's a motion, I have a second for that motion?
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Thank you. I don't believe I have anything else. Julie?
No.
Does anybody else have anything to bring before the board? If not, I don't believe I forgot anything, but you never know. I would ask for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Should have thanked you, Brian, on camera for
7:30.
giving these out.
Yeah.
You know we're thankful for the things you do.
You should-
I was told today that, these little calendars that we got on our desk are coming tomorrow.
Okay.